This is a debunking video about the new children's holiday Goblin model made by Gamers Workshop. First of all, if you are a kid who cannot stand it when people say the truth that the majority really thinks but are too afraid to say because of censorship by the Gamers Workshop apologists, then please leave the hobby now, because you will be owned and you will cry. So first of all, this model might just be the worst model Gamers Workshop has ever made. It is so bad, it makes me angry. First of all, he is standing on a base with snow. Snow does not exist in space where Warhammer 40,000 takes place. This is one of the many plot holes that the incompetent Gamers Workshop has made with this model. Then we have these boxes that they just look bad. They just look bad. It is as if the modeler did not care to make this. The modeler was probably forced by Gamers Workshop under threat of censoring the modeler and their life. This was obvious and clearly not the modeler being allowed to be creative, but instead they are forced to make these bad boxy, bad graphics looking boxes that they obviously did not want to make. This is just another example of how truly malignant Gamers Workshop truly is. I have seen several Gamers Workshop apologists on the internet defend this box and say they are fine. These people are either lying and paid, or they are children who do not know the lore. Next we have the boots, and first of all, they suffer the same lazy incompetence that the boxes do. Very plain and bad, and also shoes do not have ridges. They do not. This is not realistic, and not in Warhammer 40,000 lore. They look more like old metal shoes that fantasy knights wear, badly painted black to look like clothes. This is once again an gay example of Gamers Workshop pandering to the Harry Potter fandom, which is filled with only kids. In 4th edition Warhammer 40,000, people wear serious military shoes or big boots made of power armor. But now Gamers Workshop has decided that serious shoes are too adult and serious for their hobby, and are babyfying them to fit more with the kids who scream and attack people in real life who have serious military shoes like me. This is what Gamers Workshop are doing to our civilization. Next, we have this paper. First of all, this is very unrealistic. Have you ever seen someone wear a paper from their belt before? No, you have not. And if you have, then you are either lying or you're probably a kid and lying. It also has text on it that says TEE 5 times, and also skaties. These are all misspellings of words, which just proves that Gamers Workshop did not care when putting together this model. Like a serious company would have, they did not go on the internet and search up the spellings of these words. This is so bad. How could any serious company worth their existence do this thing. I'm not even halfway through the model, and I am already shocked and angry, probably more than I have ever been. How far has Gamers Workshop really fallen? Who are the people who are forcing this hobby to be a kid's hobby? I'm telling you that we have to do something, and we have to do it sooner rather than later, because this is a slipper slide of bad decisions and pandering to kids that in the end, I promise you, they are going to rename our hobby from Warhammer 40,000 to just Warhammer 40. They will remove the 1,000 because kids do not like counting to high numbers, and it will just be Warhammer 40. That is the future we are looking at if we do not protest and attack Gamers Workshop and their apologists over their wrongdoings. This is a war, and we are the Warhammers, Space Marine warriors in that war. Anyway, next up are the links. And first of all, this is an example of Gamers Workshop once again not reading the lore, because no one would not wear pants in Warhammer 40,000. It is a serious sci-fi setting, and pants are available. This is just ridiculous and so bad. This is so bad. Next up, we will look at this jacket. And wow, I have no words over how angry this makes me. First of all, as I have stated in the video, there is no snow in space. And yet, unrealistically, this jacket has snow on the inside. First of all, Gamers Workshop, I do not know if you know, but snow melts when you put it inside of your jacket. And also, first of all, you cannot glue snow onto things. This is unrealistic and not possible also. Other than that, there's also a star on it. And it just makes me laugh. It's like the creators of this model were actually happy with this model and decided to put a gold star on it and say, yes, we deserve a golden star for this model, which no, you most certainly did not. Next up, we have the tentacles, which just makes me sick. I do not know who thought this was a good idea, but it is a bad idea. This is another example of Gamers Workshop just being disgusting and including kids' slime humor in their models to sell better to the children. It is sick to me, and I definitely think it should be banned. Next up, let us address this toy. It's like a joke they made, Gamers Workshop. Said the models are toys now and not serious adult hobby models anymore. So we have the toy, wield the toy. Funny joke and also insulting to our true fans who we hate, Gamers Workshop said. This is too much for me. I feel it speaks for itself. Next up, let us talk about... This is a great example of Gamers Workshop not taking life seriously. This face is mocking the world by having been created. This comedy goblin has Harry Potter nose, funny disco glasses, a big comedy mouth with the thick lips, the fairy ears with bounce ball hanging from it, and a hat that blends all the worst parts of the models, the unrealistic snow, the tentacles, the censoring, and the golden star to say, yes, we did a good job on this hat. No! This is basically a crime. If we, the heroes of Gamers Workshop Protest, calls the police enough time and report this as a crime, they will have to see it as a crime. And Gamers Workshop will go to jail for this and learn a lesson. Albeit at this point, Gamers Workshop probably already buyed the police and have them in their pockets, so if you do call the police, make sure to ask them of their opinion on the comedy goblins first. And if they say they are anything but ruining the hobby for our entire civilization, then we know that we are on our own as heroes. Next up is the Harry Potter one. And it is a curse upon reality, and it is the final straw that when I saw it just now, my eyes started bleeding and I was go.